Good evening, Spurs fans. Andrew from AJ Aussie Spurs here on a beautiful Wednesday night. Thought I'd put a video together just with regards to the transfer window and what I believe is the ENIC master plan. A lot of people might disagree, but I'm still of the opinion that this is ENIC's master plan, not to spend any money in this window. Give him doing the groundwork to get Poch back in the summer. Whether I agree with that or not, I'm a bit iffy about it. As I say, even though I've supported Spurs for however many 40 odd years, I didn't watch a lot of it in the 80s and 90s and probably a lot of the 2000s as well, to be honest. So I didn't really see much of the Poch era. But what I can gather, he played very exciting and very expansive game, brand of football. Whether he's the Messiah, whether he's the answer, who knows? But I think as part of ENIC's master plan, it is to get him back, give the fan base tremendous feeling of goodwill, and then sell the club, because then they can promote it as being the club that all the fans love. They've got a manager that everyone loves, and whether that's to increase the price of the club or whatever it is, I think that's their master plan. And I can just see it now. Thomas, Mr. Charrington, Lange, Vinay, probably all sitting around, having one of their famous lunches, probably on their third glass of red, Cabs have, and saying, "Look, we made it. We didn't spend any money. We got under budget for this transfer window." They've probably told Thomas and said, "Look, we'll give you to the end of this year. We'll give you a very, very good, healthy payout because we're going to get Poch back." I think that's the plan. And I think within 3 months of the season starting, with Poch back in and the crowd pumping and flooding and all that sort of stuff, they'll put it up and put it on the market. Hopefully they will be thinking it will be added in value to what it is now, and then they sell the club. Put in the comments if you think that's correct. I'm just putting shit out there to see if it's got any traction. I don't know if it's true or not, but it just seems to me that it could happen. So the transfer window, again, underwhelming, to say the least. As I've heard on a few of the other channels, with the injury toll and all that sort of stuff, we should have signed more players. We should have been more active in our pursuit of more players. I have heard a few people say that not a lot of other clubs did any business either. Well, Manchester City did. And to be brutally honest, I think a lot of those clubs probably didn't need to. We did. Like, we've got 12, I think we had 9 injuries in January, just by itself. So we really needed to get players in. We know, hear about all this talk about, they were going to improve their wage structure. Well, if you're going to do that, go out. Don't offer as much in the transfer fee. Pay 40 million and give them 300 grand a week. You've stated in your letter in the program that you were going to change the wage structure. To get these big name players in, you need to be offering them substantial amount of money. And obviously, they didn't come, like Semenyo and all that. They knocked us back. do we need? Obviously we need to get better negotiators. Whether Paratici was in there or not, who knows? He was probably like on guard. What they call it, gardening leave. He's probably just ringing up saying, "Yeah, just do this. He wouldn't give two flyings because he's in Fiorentina with his new girl." So yeah, it's just very, very underwhelming. We got Gallagher, which is great, a Premier League proven player, and has made a bit of a difference. With our injury crisis, he's come in and made a bit of a difference, which is good. Whether it's improved it, I don't know. But it's going to be a tough 6 months. I think there will be it'll be a Spurs thing for us to butcher this. And as I say, I said in a previous video, I've got this sneaking suspicion that 2 days before the World Cup they're going to say, Pochettino was signed for Spurs, and it's just going to cause a whole raft of controversy. Someone will leak it, the mole within the Spurs, which Dange pointed out. There's a mole in there somewhere. So, but yeah, it's going to be interesting times. Got a big game against Man U on Saturday night, which is fantastic. We had the wood over them last year 4 times. I think we beat them all 4 times. Won that. Yes, there it is. And even though they've got a new manager bounce with Carrick and they're playing some good football, I just got a feeling. That we'll do all right. I think if Solanke's okay after rolling his ankle, I think he'll come good in this game. Hopefully, Ramiro's over his illness again. He's making waves. For a guy that doesn't speak much English and probably doesn't like speaking a lot of English, he can sure type in English very well. And let's say that, do you agree with his coming out and having a crack at the ball? A lot of people do. They're the ones that are putting in the hard yards. They're making the effort to get up and play. Up until this stage, 2 or 3 games a week. We've got a bit of a break now, which is good because we got into the top 4, so that's fantastic, or top 8, sorry. And I think you've got an absolute right. And he's obviously been promised something to sign that contract. And for them to probably go back on their word, for him that probably digs deep. They probably said to him, look, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. We want to play on 4 fronts. We're going to sign players in January, and they just haven't. And we've been linked. But to be honest, there was no real, solid concrete rumours, was there? It was just a lot of links and all that. Which is, like what we are. I think, what was it, the last window, I think Johnny was saying there was 44 names mentioned, we got 2. That's terrible, that's horrendous. So, as I say, I'm just wondering if they're sitting around, they haven't put out a statement about the windows yet, and a lot of people saying, they're going to wait for it to die down. I still maintain they were sitting around having lunch going, yes, we're under budget, you beauty. We haven't spent anything, so it's going to be an interesting week ahead. I think, as I say, I think we've got Man U's measure. I think we'll get 3 points there, and I think that'll have to nearly, not guarantee us, but have to put us near not getting dropped, not getting relegated. So, but it's I did this video again. There's something wrong with there's something wrong with my $300 computer. I did a video before, and a lady went to upload, and I uploaded the one that I did yesterday. So that was a bit shit. But it's going to be. I was going to say tough time. I still believe that we're not going to get relegated. I believe that. I think we're going to cause a few headaches in the Champions League. I honestly believe that I think the players will come together. If we get a draw against Man United, I don't think we'll win. When we win against Man, and we guaranteed, you can never be guaranteed things, I guess, but there's a fair chance that we are staying up. I think it'll be our Europa Cup moment, and I think these guys will pull together. I think we'll be playing Van de Ven just in Champions League. I don't think he'll be playing in too many more Premier League games for a while. I think that'd be great, depending on what his injury is. If it's a knock, they say it's a knock, but a knock could be a hamstring, and we know what Mickey's hamstrings are like. I think we'll find that he'll be majorly used in the European Cup, in the Champions League games. I think, win against United, it'll be, Ange will be going, Thomas will be doing an Ange and going up to Vinay and saying, right, Vinay, we are safe. This is what we're going to do. This is the plan of attack to get in the Champions League, and if you win the Champions League, you get back in it. So it could be 17 in Champions League winners this time, and then we'll get the Champions League shirt. I just think these players, I think they're starting, whether it's a bond against the board, which could be, and if Cootie is pushing that, more power to him. So all right, guys. Again, thank you to all the people who have subscribed. 22 subscribers now. Next target will be 30, I guess. Thought about doing all these different thumbnails, but I've just decided, no, I'm just going to put it up as is. Like I say, unfiltered, unedited, unscripted. As you can tell, very much unscripted. And we'll get this show going. Come on, you Spurs. Don't forget, support the shirt, not the suit. Come on, you Spurs. Let's go.